Hello, everybody. This is Danny and Wanda from the big, deep South Homestead.
And we're on tonight because we didn't do a video and we didn't want to edit.
No, we ain't got time. We just working our butts off. Let's just be honest.
So we're going to talk about our fall gardening plans tonight, and we're just going to kind of try and stay on track, keep this going, and we will answer some questions along, but mainly we're going to try to stay on track and answer the questions at the end.
Yes, we are.
So fall gardening plans. What are our plans?
Well,
we have no plans.
no.
Hey, everybody.
Everybody keeps asking us, what are y'all going to plant this fall? So we was kind of like, you know what?
Let's talk about
Let's just tell them what we're going to do. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean,
so
it's not like it's a secret.
Let's start with our front garden.
Okay, the front garden right now, as y'all know, has the butter peas and the rattlesnake beans in it, and the other half is just tilled up.
And we have a few okra and our Egyptian walking onions.
Yes.
And a little bit of garlic. So we're leaving the okra, the onions, and the garlic. We're going to revamp that, and then
the biggest thing right now is that garden. Technically, we're not even going to plant this winter or this fall because we did our soil analysis and it says we need a little bit of stuff added to the soil. So we're actually going to let that one rest this fall, and we're going to try to get the soil amended and get. We're going to be putting in a new type of gardening system for this coming year, and it's going to take us a while to get that built. So
yeah,
we're not interested in doing that one this fall.
And in the spring, we're going to do the drip irrigation and the row cover, which has worked really well. We didn't think we'd like that row cover up there, but it has actually worked very well in the front garden. So we're going to continue that next spring, and we'll do the English peas and stuff.
Well, I'm not sure I'll do English peas up there this year.
Oh, you think you're changing? Okay.
I think I want to change. So, we'll do something completely different this year.
So he's swapping on me on the front garden, but it's going to stay tilled and stuff all winter to hopefully continue to kill root nematodes and stuff, and we're going to start fresh with new amendments.
We're going to expose a lot of the soil through the winter and freeze off as many insects as we have, because this year insects has been like 10 times worse than they have ever been here. So we're going to try to do a little insect killing this year. Getting our soil amended. Got to get some lime. Got to get some different things. Potash that the book, the paper recommended. But from that, we're going to move toward the greenhouse. Now, the greenhouse, we normally do a little bit of experimenting in the greenhouse with different things, but this year, guys, we're not going to do any experimenting in there. We know what we're going to do. We're just going to put tomatoes in there.
Yes.
Now, we do have a few other things in there. We got pineapples that we're going to have in there because we let our pineapples overwinter in it. We've got
my aloe vera, guys. My aloe vera is just out of the world. Huge
it looks like what's that big little giant century-looking plant thing?
Century-type plant. The aloe vera is like
aloe vera is like 2.5 feet wide and 2 feet tall.
I'll probably do a crazy days on it this week so y'all can see the aloe vera. We thought it would be too hot, too dry. It has loved that 100 and something degrees every day in there, and it actually loved the hot, dry area.
Yeah, and
so the aloe's done great.
The aloe's done really good, but the thing about it is the greenhouse. We're redoing it. We're putting in some new grow light stuff in there. So we're actually working toward that. We're redoing the greenhouse, let's say.
Yeah, and we're going to put a few tomatoes in there for the wintertime and see.
We're not going to put any peppers because, guys, we got more. My pepper plants.
We don't need any more.
They needed picking today. I mean, there's so many peppers. They're just everywhere.
There's still some in the fridge I didn't get done from yesterday.
Well, I'm telling you, we've
been using them fresh and eating them fresh.
Peppers. How would you say that? We got peppers out the yin yang.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We've got dehydrated peppers, and we've got frozen peppers, and we've used peppers in everything, and we have peppers. So we're good with peppers.
Yeah.
And so his peppers have provided us. So we're going to just simply in the greenhouse put tomatoes.
We're going to just do tomatoes in the greenhouse. Yeah. The one thing that we miss during the winter months is tomatoes. So we're going to plant tomatoes, and we're going to try to probably go with a a determinate variety
Yeah,
rather
so it
than
doesn't
so it
go
doesn't
everywhere.
just keep vining all in the greenhouse everywhere. We're probably just going to try to pick a determinate variety and get it going.
Okay, from there, outside the greenhouse, your containers that has the shade cloth. You have some peppers there.
I do have some containers that I have shade cloth. Is that 40 or 50%?
I know it's 40 at
40.
least.
I think it's 40%
Can't
shade
remember.
cloth. We let it lay all summer. We put 2 pepper plants under it all summer just to see what would happen. And the peppers have done absolutely nothing all summer long. And they're just now starting to bloom.
And we got a little pepper.
We got small peppers on them. But the reason we've done this is we're looking for a place to grow lettuce.
Yes.
And I
Lettuce
think,
did great last year there.
yes,
And having the shade cloth over it, it kept the lettuce really longer than the sun would have got it.
and the frost and the freezes didn't hurt it. It's kind of down in the ground, you know, and it really works.
Turned out to be a great lettuce place. So we're going to be putting lettuce there this fall. And from there, let's come up to the house with my green stalk and my mini greenhouse.
Yeah.
So the mini greenhouse did great with the green stalk in it last winter. So the green stalk already has 2 tomato plants that are blooming and 2 pepper plants that are blooming. And yeah, he said we wasn't doing pepper plants, but I have 2.
Well,
and then it has the Malabar spinach. The Malabar is going crazy on the new supports that green stalk came out with. And all the extra places that I have left, in the next 2 or 3 weeks when we can, we're going to put lettuce in there.
yeah.
And so we're going to have lettuce there also. And when it gets time and the cold weather comes, I'm going to take the, what is it called? The sun protector.
Shade cloth?
Shade cloth off. And I'm going to put my plastic back on and protect it throughout the winter. And hopefully the green stalk will go through the winter again this year under my mini greenhouse.
Yeah, because you got the covering for your mini greenhouse.
Yes.
And from there, we're going to rotate around to our back garden right here behind the house. Now, we have the row cover down. We have the irrigation pipe down underneath that. We had tomatoes there this year. Tried some new varieties of tomatoes. Total bust. We're going to go back next year with our old faithfuls. But in the wintertime, we're going to be planting some broccoli, cabbage,
maybe some collards.
Some collards, stuff like that.
That kind of stuff is going in the back garden here so that we can kind of keep an eye on it. And I have a little, what's that fence called? The
a little electric fence?
Yeah, it's a protective fence that I can put around it to kind of keep animals out. And we're hoping that will work because we have an awful time with broccoli here. Seems like rabbits like broccoli.
They do. They wipe us out on broccoli a lot of times.
So that's what we're doing in the back garden. It will have the row cover down, and it does have the drip irrigation, and we're going to see how that works for us this year. Now and behind it is the sugar cane. So we will be processing that in October, hopefully.
October, November, whenever it gets cold, we'll be doing sugar cane. But now this year, the sugar cane is going to be somewhat different. Yeah. Because we're moving both of our sugarcane fields to a new field because it's been in this location for quite some time. We're clearing off some new ground in the back of our pasture back here. We're going to be fencing it in, and we're going to move all of our sugarcane into one place back here and grow it there for several years and see if we can't free up some of our garden space here where the sugarcane's been growing and grow something else there.
And where we have behind the house here, where this sugar cane is, he's going to move. I hope next year to grow our Cherokee tan pumpkins. Yeah. That's going to be a really good area for that. And then on the other hill at the cabin garden where you have sugar cane, he's revamping that whole area.
That whole area in front of the cabin is going to be completely rebuilt.
By the spring, we hope to have the cabin. Basically, Danny hopes finished. I don't know how close to finished.
Oh no, I won't have it finished, but we'll
be close.
The outside may be close to being finished.
And so we hope to have a mini homestead on the homestead is what we're trying to create.
We're creating an off-grid homestead over there, so we're going to be moving a lot of our gardening stuff over there, and we will plant sugarcane first to make sure we have enough to replant our fields, and then we will process it, and if we have any left over, we will sell some this fall if we have some left over. But this is a year we have to replant.
So it will be.
So it'd be kind of iffy whether we sell any this year or not.
And so once the sugar cane's gone, we have a row of peanuts. When do we harvest peanuts?
Well, I don't know if actually that goes with what we're doing tonight.
Yes, we've got to clear that whole field.
Well, we'll probably
fall gardening, so we can't.
It'll probably be another couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks.
We'll be through with the peanuts.
Yeah.
The sweet potatoes are going to be late. So
Sweet potatoes will be late this year. They'll probably come out about the end of September.
Then we have our popcorn, which would.
It's tossling now.
So it's going to be a while.
Mm-hmm.
So that garden that has that, are we going to plant any fall? It'll be late fall.
We'll be planting some greens over there.
Our turnip greens, mustard.
Turnips, mustards, things like that. We'll be going over there.
Any row covers?
Or
crop covers, whatever you want to
We might be doing some cover crops. I have plenty.
We talked about doing. We did the radishes up here, but
we done the tillage radishes back here in that garden. We did the tillage radishes. So
last year.
We will be getting that one ready for that, more than likely. But now, once we get those gardens taken care of, because that'll probably be mostly turnips and mustards and stuff like that. It'll be mostly greens. And then we're going to come here to our strawberry beds.
No, wait, we ain't finished. You got your containers over there, the peppers.
My pepper containers, yes.
If they ever quit producing.
If they quit. We, I'm trying to look
Joylyn Pratt, if you can you email me at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com and I'll get back with you after a while. Joylyn Pratt is asking about oil, so can you contact me at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com because that's the easiest way for me to answer those questions. Okay, so your
pepper plants, ifs and whens, okay?
If they quit.
If they quit bearing. We actually have 3 pots empty right now, or 4.
Yeah.
But we will probably go back with some tomatoes in them.
Yes, we're planning on trying to do late tomatoes.
Try some late tomatoes over there just to see. And then once the tomatoes gets cold and killed out, we're probably going to just let the pot set and revamp the soil and get ready for next year in them.
More peppers?
Well, probably so.
We're going to try it again. And then we've got my garden, the cabin garden, right now has Red River peas that are up about yay tall. And we're hoping they make this fall. But once they come out, are you going to plant a cover crop there?
Yes, we'll probably put a cover crop in there.
And we're moving our asparagus. The asparagus that Amanda and I planted over there from Freedom Acres is looking awesome. It's growing, it's producing, it's doing really great. But we have asparagus in 2 different places in the front here that just isn't doing as well as we thought they would.
It's not good soil. And the location, the sun's not right, so we need to move.
We're going to move all that into that garden. So all our asparagus will be there except for what we have in the back that is well established. So that will become our asparagus garden, and then we will be adding new things. And behind the cabin, I intend to start all kinds of stuff. Danny knows I want a full
we got this
orchard.
winter, once the leaves fall off the trees this winter, where we can actually get in there to start taking a chain and the tractor and selectively pulling out some of the underbrush. We're probably going to be moving some herbs over there. We're probably going to
more fruit trees, all kinds of fruit trees.
Definitely going to be planting more fruit trees this fall because I believe we're going to actually need them, to be honest.
Yeah. Some of our fruit trees, like we have a big peach and apple, several of them, and several of our pear trees are very old. He's had them for close to 20 years.
Some of my peach trees are 20 years old, yeah.
Anywhere from 15 to 20 years old.
My pears, my apples, all those are 15.
And the bugs are trying to get to them, so we want new ones coming on in case we lose the old ones. So that's something you might want to do is rotate your plants if you have room, your trees.
Yeah.
So from there, what else we got left?
Well, we got the strawberry beds and the carrot beds down here. We're going to be cleaning them out. we're going to be moving our strawberries to a new location in November. And we're going to try to get those beds ready, and we're going to just replant all 4 beds. I think we're just going to do all 4 of them in carrots this winter because we have a shortage of carrots right now.
And we would like to have more carrots.
Yeah, we eat a lot of carrots.
One of them has sweet potatoes right now, and it's looking awesome. So, and it has you put the ground cover down, right? So we're going to see how sweet potatoes do under black ground cover and see how well they produce. And then from there, we'll take that up and put our carrots down. So have we covered everything at Deep South as far as gardening plans?
Well,
we still got more.
The question was asked, do we do cover crops? And yes, we've got a field down here where our cows is in. What we're going to do is we're going to be, we just processed 2 of our giant hogs, and the hog pen is now open. We got to go in and do some rebuilding on it because of the pigs that's just worked around the edges. And then we have 2 giant black hogs we're going to move into this pen. Then we're going to put the cows back in the front pasture. In the back pasture, we're going to go in and see if we can't till that whole pasture up. We're going to put a cover crop of red clover and just different things in there, ryegrasses and wheats and oats and things like that in there.
Yeah.
So that the cows have something this spring to eat on. So we do cover crops, and somebody was asking, when are we going to put some cabin build videos up? Those are scheduled for 1 build per week.
Yeah, and I was going to put one up tomorrow, but I had to put it up Monday because I didn't have a video for Monday. We've been so busy.
Yeah, we're canning like crazy.
YouTube has just kind of been a side job right now.
Yeah.
So if the videos get a little crazy, we have to do some reviews and things like that. It's just because we're busy, and lots of times we don't video everything we do. So we get through and then we go, oh, geez, we could have videoed that. But
yeah, we're
running 90 to nothing as hard as we can to get things done.
Even in the heat that we're having, we're still putting in probably 10 and 12-hour days.
Yeah, and the cannon's been crazy because it's just like we take it in spells. When we get the opportunity, we can. And so this week's been another one of those crazy cannon weeks, and probably week after next may be another one. So we're really trying to ramp up getting the cabin done, and I'm moving over those as quickly as I can. So we will have cabin video, maybe it might be Monday of next week. It might be the end of this week. I'm not 100% sure. It might be Friday. It's just
Rob, we planted the daikon radishes last year. That was one of our cover crops up here.
Yeah.
And it done great for us.
Yeah, they did. And
I could probably mix that in with the pasture whenever we get ready to put the ryegrass and the oats and the clovers and all that in there together.
We did, a couple of years ago, we did the turnips, and the turnip roots got like huge.
Oh, they did. The turnips were huge.
We could just pull turnips like crazy, and the pigs loved them, and
pigs eat them. The deer came in and eat the tops off of them.
We really liked that.
Yeah.
And I think somebody asked another question, but I forgot what it was. So if you had questions and you posted them that we hadn't answered while we're talking, just repost, because we were trying to not watch the chat as much so we could get through some of our stuff. I think we pretty much talked about everything we're going to do here this year. I think so.
Now, when springtime comes, our gardening system will be completely different this year. If the Lord's willing, and we can get everything done that we need to get done, and all of our soil analysis taken care of, get them up to par, because I've still got some places I'm going to have tested, then we are going to revamp everything. Gossmania wants to know, when do we plant our fruit trees? It depends on whether you buy bare root or whether you buy them in the pot. Because if you buy the ones in the pot, technically, you can plant them basically anytime, as long as they're in a pot. But we usually try to wait till somewhere around December to plant ours, to be honest.
Okay. Any information on planting fall corn? Do you plant fall corn?
Well, if you're going to plant fall corn, what you have to do is look at your first predicted frost date and count backwards to now and see if you have enough days before the first frost to actually plant corn and it actually mature.
All right, do you barter extra food or keep it all?
We do barter occasionally. Do you like turnips? Yes, we
love turnips.
We love the purple top turnips. Now I'm not crazy about just any turnip. We
love the mustard greens.
We love the broadleaf mustard.
And collards. What was the other? There's something else we do. Oh, kale.
We like tender greens. We like kale.
Yeah. So we usually plant a variety of greens, and this year we will have quite a few of different kinds because that is one of the staples down here that we eat. So.
Gemini said she got cut in the eye. So.
Yeah. Albany Mountain says, thank you for doing the gathering after St. Patrick's Day. She might get to come this year. Great. Okay, let's see. Will you be overwintering your peppers?
Probably not this year because we have so many pepper. We have, I will say this though, we have learned what varieties to plant.
Yes.
The banana pepper, the sweet banana peppers, and the yellow bell peppers and the California Wonder bell peppers by far have knocked it out of the park. I'm going to tell you, we tried all other varieties of peppers and they all just fizzled away, didn't do as much. But those varieties, they're still just getting it. I mean,
the banana peppers and the jalapenos are coming back. They kind of started dying back some.
Yeah.
And Danny fertilized them and cleaned up the other peppers that were near them that were taking a blight and got them out of the way. And we took all the old leaves off, and they're blooming. And I actually picked jalapenos this week for the first time in 2 or 3 weeks.
The bottom line is we're picking an average of 2 gallons of peppers every 2 days.
Yes.
And that's a lot of peppers.
We've been doing that for months. So we've got a lot of peppers. Anybody need peppers? Just joking, they're slowing down.
Claybank says, can you plant squash in the fall? Yeah, you can plant it in the fall.
I would like to try some. That's something I just haven't gotten any planted yet. I would like to try some right now because we still have plenty of days before it turns cold.
Oh, man.
Right. So any other questions right quick?
What do y'all do with all the peppers? Freeze, can, or dehydrate? We freeze and dehydrate.
I canned some one year. I canned peppers and onions, and when you open them out of the jar, the peppers are just like mush.
Mush, yeah.
And I don't like that, so I dehydrated a bunch, and we've been using the dehydrated, like if we're going to do a roast or something and you already got moisture in there like water or broth, you drop those dehydrated back in, they rehydrate, it's just as good. So the dehydrated is working out great for us.
They don't take up a lot of space.
Yes, you can condense it down in a jar and vacuum seal it and you're good.
Charlotte's Rub-a-Dub says, I ate some of my Cherokee tan pumpkins and oh, they are so good.
Ours were so slow in start. Everything here's been slow. One of them we put in a trash pile back there. Well, I put 6 or 8. Danny did.
I did.
Danny put several in the trash pile, and they are actually starting to just go all over the place now. Most everybody's has been going all over the place for 2 months.
Actually, our okra is just now starting to grow, and it's been planted, I don't know, it was planted back last spring. I mean, it's just now starting to make.
We're starting to get some okra. So these are things that will go into the fall for us, the okra and stuff.
They'll go till the frost, or the deer actually come in and get them.
Yeah, or bugs.
This year, we're actually going to welcome the deer, so.
Yes, hopefully. So, Danny's been finishing up on wiring in the cabin.
I've been wiring and insulating the cabin.
And insulation.
We're working some on the side and on the outside.
We actually spent the night last night, and it was really nice. We got to hear it rain, and it was just really a good night.
Really a good night.
We're trying to figure out the...
We're actually working on the off-grid part of the cabin.
We're going to be doing
I'll be honest with you, I think off-grid's going to end up costing me more than on-grid.
Probably.
seems like every time I get ready to do something electrical on the hooking up on the outside the cabin, I'm like, well, I got to go buy this, or I got to buy that, I got to buy this, I got to buy that.
It's different.
It's different than just doing a house for electricity.
Because he's wanting to make sure he can use solar and a generator.
Yeah.
So he's doing double duty with a lot of things that need
Well,
to
you
be
have, when you
changed.
do a solar system and you do a generator system, you got to have all these service disconnects,
Yeah.
and that's just more money, and it makes the system look really complicated.
So we didn't mean to get off on that, but
No.
we are going to do some videos talking about lighting and things in the cabin before long.
Yeah.
And we are going to have some reviews up, so y'all bear with us when we do reviews.
Bear with us when we get through these reviews, guys, because we're looking for stuff for the cabin.
And the greenhouse.
And the greenhouse, and we're talking with companies about different products. So you will see us be doing some reviews. And we're going to give an honest opinion. If we don't like it, we're going to tell you we don't like it. But if we like it, we'll tell you we like it.
Brenda says to use Ball's Pickle Crisp. It works good for canning peppers. Years ago, I used alum. Okay, so I need to look up Pickle Crisp and see if I can find some. That would be good. I did take and do some peppers in dill. I used the, I don't know if it was Ball's or Mrs. Wage's dill pickle mix, and I did some of my peppers that way, and they were actually very good as a dill pepper, but they do get a little bit soggy after a while. They didn't stay as crisp as I would have liked them, but they were okay. Yeah. So we're starting to.
I see the weather must be fixing to move back in again, so it may be.
So, yeah, it probably is.
Yeah, because it rained last night, and it may rain again. It's supposed to be moving in this evening, so.
Okay, Walmart has pickle crisp, so you remind me to look for that. I gotta go see.
Okay.
He hates going to Walmart.
I hate Walmart. I hate Walmart. I know the Bible says you're not supposed to hate anything, but I hate Walmart.
I'm sorry, but we gotta go.
I know.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. Lord willing. We do.
Gosmania said their Cherokee tans got dug up. Well, we had some planted, and it seemed like they just sat there and wanted to just stay there. And I've got some in the back here, and all of a sudden they're running all over the place. It just took them a while.
Denise says, "Well, I'm getting my eye fixed so I can see them little carrot seeds."
We fixing to get ready. We need some help. You want to come help me with some carrots in some raised beds.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna jump off. We just wanted to do this video talking about what we're doing with the garden, the fall garden plans, and we'll see you guys later. Hopefully Saturday night, right?
That's what we're hoping.
Bye, guys.
See y'all later.